What's up, everyone? Welcome to the final round of the Warrior Motorsports Cash Cup, the championship round at Circuit de Spa. We're going to be running 15 laps at Spa. We will have a safety car driven by our very own Devil Dog driver, Katusa. He's currently fourth in standings. We didn't have a very big driver turnout today. We had maybe 6 drivers and a safety car, but it was a very interesting race. So your starting lineup for today is going to be Vosey up front, Eric Natty in second, Simit third, Nazo fourth, Silver Bullet fifth, Griff sixth, and then we have our safety car that's going to be leading off our field for a pace lap. So here we go for the championship of the Warrior Motorsports Cash Cup. There's our driver for the Warrior Motorsports pace car for today's race for the championship. He's going to start in the back and he's going to roll up to the front of the field here. And lead us off for one lap, for a pace lap. We're going to go ahead and let him by here, and then he will lead us off. The rule is you cannot pass the pace car until he has pulled off the track. The race doesn't start until the leader accelerates. In this case, Vosey is the leader, so once the pace car pulls off the track, Vosey will be able to go ahead and start the race whenever he wants to, and all the other cars will just follow behind. So we're going to see a couple of drivers here heating up their tires, getting ready for the race. Alright, here we go, coming up to the front straightaway here. The safety car is going to slow down just a little bit, get the pack bunched up, pull off the track, and then Vosey will lead us off for the race. Here we go, pack's getting stacked up. Pace car is off the track now. Vosey's going to go ahead and take over, and it is on him as soon as he accelerates. And we are green. Vosey going to lead us off into turn 1 here. Natty behind him, Simit behind him. Nazo 4th, Silver Bullet 5th, Brith 6th. Katusa is our pace car driver. He's going to park it next to the pits here. Getting a little bit squirrely there. Nazo almost losing control of his Porsche. Vosey slowly pulling away from Natty here, up into the big chicane here. Everybody keeping it fairly clean and simple through here. No wrecks so far. The first 3 have pulled away. Natty, Vosey, and Simit all pulling away from the rest of the pack. Simit back there with the 0.5 second penalty. Up into the S chicane right here. Nazo trying to follow close by here. He's going to go a little wide there and allow Silver Bullet to get under him. Silver Bullet still trying to catch up to Nazo. Natty still leading the field here. Will Natty go for a pass? Sliding the back of his car. Vosey losing traction right there. Natty pulling up to the right side of Vosey. Vosey still having the lead on him. A little bit of a break there. A little bit of contact. Natty's still right behind him. Simit comes drifting around the corner. Simit's got a 0.5 second penalty. Down into the long left-hander here. Natty still trying to track down Vosey. Simit trying to track down Natty. Up into the second S chicane here. Natty going in for a pass, maybe? No, he's going to stay behind him. He's going to stay behind Vosey. Vosey braking a little bit early, hitting Natty. Natty losing control of his car. Spins out. Natty now trying not to get in anyone's path. Keeping it safe through there, parking it on the outside of the track. Silver Bullet's going to overtake Natty. Up into 4th place he goes. Natty going to try to follow right behind him and catch back up. Nazo is now up into 3rd. Simit trying to track down Vosey. Vosey going up into the S chicane here to the front straightaway. Will he have any complications through the chicane? Doesn't seem like it. A little bit laggy right there from him, but still good. Still up in 1st place. Simit coming through behind him. Nazo trying to track down Simit. Vosey setting the fastest lap of the race, 2:19 as his lap time. Disregard the yellow flag. That is our safety car sitting on the side of the track. He is not there to harm anybody. All the cars getting really spaced out now. Lots of spacing in between each car. About 1 to 2 seconds per car. Briss made a mistake early on in the race. He's going to drop down to 6th place. Trying to make his way back up to the rest of the field here. Vosey up in 1st still. A little bit sideways through that corner. Simic still trying to track down Vosey. Nazo is tracking down Simic. Silver Bullet going a little bit swirly there, losing control right there. So far, so good. In the first lap, Silver Bullet did spin his car a little bit, but it is not a big deal. Going a little bit wide on that corner. And from here, we're going to go full throttle. We're just going to let you hear the noises of the cars as they are trying to battle each other. Silver Bullet making a little bit of a mistake there, getting a 0.5 second penalty, going wide again up to the penalty line. He's going to get another 0.5 second penalty for crossing the track limit. Natty's going to overtake Silver Bullet. And one thing you don't see here is the tire wear. The tire wear is on 5 times, so a lot of these drivers are already wearing down on their soft or medium tires. I think that Vosey is on softs right now. I'm not completely sure what tires he is on. We can go ahead and switch over to where you can see the drivers' steering wheels and their brakes and all that. That way you get a better idea of what they're dealing with right now on this track and how much they're actually wearing their tires down. So here we are, we've allowed you to see all their displays that the drivers are seeing on their cars. So Silver Bullet's already wearing down his mediums on the 4th lap. Natty is on racing mediums as well. Nazo is on the racing mediums, and he is also wearing down his tires with the 0.5 second penalty. Simic is also on mediums, and Vosey's on mediums. Not a single driver is on softs right now. A lot of them are still hanging in there with their tires. Not a lot of tire wear through the mediums. And a lot of these drivers are going to keep this compound throughout the most of the race. That way they can focus less on tire wear and just focus on keeping their lines. Simic is now tracking down Vosey. Simic actually had a teammate earlier this season, and his teammate stopped showing up to races, so now he does not have a team. He's looking for people to join his team, or for him to start a new team. So if you guys would like to join our seasons and our cash cups and stuff like that, I'm going to post the Discord in the description if you guys would like to join and compete with us on Gran Turismo. We are going to have a Mazda Roadster Cup coming up soon, and it is going to be quite fun. We're going to have a safety car and everything for every single race. It's going to be pretty fun. There will be a cash payout as well, so that's something you could look forward to. Nazo is serving his 0.5 second penalty right now. Natty's going to try to catch up to Nazo right here. Silver Bullet made a couple mistakes. He's still trying to work his way, find his line on the track. That way he can catch up to the leaders here. Natty is going to try to track down Nazo. We'll keep an eye on them here. Vosey still leading off. Simic may have been catching up a little bit. Looks like he caught up by a second, maybe less. Vosey down into the first corner here. Still not as much wear on his tires. Natty's going to go into the pits now for his first time during the race. He's going to get off of the softs and switch to the medium compound, or vice versa. I'm not sure. I didn't see what he was running at the very beginning. Brits is on softs early on in the race. This is not going to be super good for him. He's already worn his tires down quite a bit. Natty going in for the pit now. See how fast his pit crew can change his tires. So he's off of the old tires, on with the new, and out of the pits he goes. He's onto the mediums now. So he did start with the softs. He's onto the mediums now for this 5th lap here. Briss still coming up to the final chicane. Will he pit, or will he go ahead and go through with this next lap? But it looks like he's going to go ahead and pull into the pits. A little bit of I think he may have gotten a penalty for that. He crossed over the pit lane right there. Vosey still leading the field. Simic might be catching up a little bit. I'm not completely sure. Will Briss be able to get a swift pit stop from his team here? How long is it going to take for him to be able to pull up to the pit window? Usually takes about 10-15 seconds for them to get to the pits, finish it up, and change the tires. His front left looks a little bit messed up. Sorry, front right looks a little bit messed up on his car. Quite a few dents in there. Running for the LSU racing team, off with the softs and onto the mediums for the rest of the race. Bosey still leading the field. Simmet right behind him. Nazo is still trying to catch up to the field. Silver Bullet making a little bit of a wide turn there. Natty's trying to catch up to Silver Bullet after the pit, and Briss will be trying to catch up to the entire field. Briss is 3-second penalty for crossing the pit lane. Bosey still leading the field up to the final chicane. See the hot brakes there as he starts to hit his braking zones. Those things are glowing. Simmet trying to catch up to Bosey still. The battle we're looking at today is Bosey, Simmet, and Silver Bullet. Those are the 3 leaders for the season in points. The winner of this race itself will actually get a cash prize as well. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at $25 for the season winner, $15 for the second place winner, and $10 for the third place. And then whoever wins this race will also get $20 on top of what they already have. Since this is our first season, it is kind of a low payout, but next season we're looking at maybe $100 or more for the winner of the entire thing. Nazo is losing quite a bit of time on Simmet. Just kind of trying to keep his line right here, see if he can just catch up, maybe keep it smooth as fast. Not really, but as long as you keep your car on track, you should be fine. A little bit of a tire screech there. He's still on the mediums. Mediums are not looking like they're wearing down as much as the softs are. We've already had 2 drivers switch off of the softs and go to the mediums for the easier compound. I myself here have started on the mediums all the way up to the front, probably the last couple laps of the race, and then I will switch off of the mediums onto the softs. That way I can finish off strong. Natty is still tracking me down, a couple corners away from me. He's one of our fastest drivers in the league. He's also one of our newest drivers. This is only his second debut in the season. Briss having a little bit of complications this race, not really being able to keep up with the rest of the field. Right now he's hoping that something happens and a safety car gets deployed. That way he can catch up to the field, kind of get back up with them, and maybe finish off in at least close to the back and not just off by himself. Bosey's still leading the field. We have a spin here. Silver Bullet goes spinning in circles. We'll go back and look at that replay here in just a second. So here's Silver Bullet coming around this corner here, fighting his tires just a little bit, hits the curb, spins out, and just eats the wall, and then just keeps throttling it. Not really ideal for someone that's trying to win a race here. You don't want to keep spinning. You want to get that car to get its traction back. That way you can head on back. Silver Bullet still fighting his car on the way out. I believe, yeah, Natty's catching up to Silver Bullet now. Gained quite a bit. Silver Bullet was a whole straightaway ahead of Natty, and now he's not. He's dropped down from 22 seconds of a lead on Natty, now down to 8. No safety car at this time. Briss is still trying to fight for his position. We got the safety car parked in the pits here. Beautiful Warrior Motorsports safety car for the 2024 season. Bosey onto the back straightaway now. Simmet is actually catching him. Simmet's going to serve an 0.5 second penalty, though. That's not going to be ideal. Simmet trying to catch Bosey is not going to want to have to serve this penalty here in a second. Although he is quite a bit ahead of Nazo, so he will be able to keep his second place position as long as he keeps his car on track. Silver Bullet now trying to catch up to Nazo, a whole straightaway behind. Natty is going to track down Silver Bullet here in the Mercedes AMG, also an LSU driver. Not a lot of battles going on here. A lot of it is just people trying to keep their lines, trying not to get penalties here. The only battle we technically have is Vosey and Simmet trying to catch up to Vosey here, but Simmet's going to have to serve a penalty. And that is not fun. Those penalties really do suck whenever you're down there and you're trying to catch up to the leader ahead of you. Losing all that time, especially whenever you have made up a whole bunch of time, having those penalties is kind of frustrating to have. Getting a little bit squirrely there on that exit of that corner. Going to serve his penalty up here at the line, and we're going to go ahead and go back to full throttle, let you guys hear the engines of these cars. Vosey now with an 0.5 second penalty. He's not going to want to have to serve that. That is very unfortunate for him. He still has a massive lead on second and third. Simmet and Nazo. Nazo now trying to catch up to Simmet. Nazo's really close now, within a second of Simmet. Can Nazo catch up and make a move on Simmet? Simmet keeping a pretty good line through here. His tires are really worn down now. Down below half on his back left. Nazo's tire is also about the same as his. I wonder what the pit strategy is going to be like for these drivers here. Nazo going wide, almost losing control of the car. Vosey's up at the final straightaway. No, I don't know who that is. I think we have a safety car deployed. Our safety car is deployed here. Let's go back and see what happened here for this safety car to be deployed. So I am actually the one that caused the safety car here. I'm going to go up into this long chicane right here. I'm not really paying attention. I'm just going to slam into the wall, bounce off of it, head across the track, and lose quite a bit of speed there. Engine damage is on my car. So our safety car is... So during the safety car, two drivers went into the pits. Simmet Joe went into the pits and switched off of his tire compound. So did Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet is also on a new compound now. He is on the hard compound. Here's the field again, all bunched up, ready to go. Safety car should be in this lap. Eyes on Vosey to start the race here. Vosey's going to follow the pace car into the pits. It looks like another driver also followed him in. Nazo and Vosey both pitting under the safety car. Natty's going to lead the field now. Simmet Joe right behind him. Silver Bullet behind him. And Briss is in fourth now. Briss has gone up from 6th place up to 4th. Simmet shooting to the inside of Natty there. Silver Bullet going wide. And Briss going wide. Silver Bullet spins it but saves it. Natty and Simmet going into the chicane now. Simmet checking up just a little bit as to make sure that Natty is not taken out. Natty's going to cut the corner there just a little bit. Simmet's going to have a 0.5 second penalty. Natty is also going to have to serve a 0.5 second penalty. Can Simmet make a move at any point during this lap to try to overtake Natty before the penalty line? Now that the safety car is back in, all the field is basically bunched up again. We got some battles going. Simmet and Natty are battling it out. Briss trying to catch up to them. Silver Bullet behind Briss. We're in bunches of 2 here. Simmet and Natty are bunch 1. Brisk and Silver Bullet group 2. Bozy and Nazo are group 3. Silver Bullet going a little bit wide there. Getting a better run out of the corner than Brisk. Catching up to Brisk just a little bit. Can he overtake Brisk for this? Oh, there he goes. Around the outside, Silver Bullet overtakes Brisk for P3. Brisk drops down to P4. Silver Bullet going to stay on the inside line here. A little bit into the grass. Still keeping it straight and steady. Brisk trying to track down Silver Bullet to try to overtake him once more for that P3 position. Simmet and Natty are going at it up here. Dropping down just a little bit. Simmet gets wide. Both of them have to serve a penalty here on this straightaway. Let's drop down here and see Bozy and Nazo. Bozy's pulling away from Nazo now. Nazo's got a 0.5 second penalty. Bozy's going to have to try to catch up to the field. He was the race leader. Now after the pace car, he is down in 5th place. Can Bozy make it back up to the top 3 to round off his championship season? He is currently leader in points, so it would be great for him to get back up to the top 4, top 3, just to keep those points secured. Silver Bullet and Brisk. Brisk still trying to catch up to Silver Bullet. Spinning there, hitting the brakes a little bit too hard, locking up his tires. Brisk goes into the infield. Silver Bullet's going to pull away from Brisk now. Simmet and Natty battling it out. Simmet goes for the inside during the first corner. Simmet's going to overtake Natty. Natty's going to look for the crossover. Natty cannot pull it off. Simmet's going to lead the field now up into the long chicane. Can he keep Natty from passing him here? Simmet goes a little bit off track there. So does Natty. Natty's going to have a better run than Simmet, though. Battling it out. A little bit of contact between the drivers. Simmet's going to have a 1 second penalty. And Natty's going to have a 0.5 second. Natty's going to look for the outside here. Maybe shoot down to the inside. Looks like it. Can he pull off the switchback? Simmet goes a little bit wide. Holding the inside line, goes a little bit wide there, spins it just a little bit. Natty gets into the back of Simmet, and Simmet now drops down to 2nd place. Silver Bullet's trying to track down Simmet now. All of the first drivers, 1 through 3, are all on soft tires now. Simmet wearing a little bit less of his tires than Silver Bullet does. Silver Bullet's just absolutely shredding his tires here. He is not going to have a penalty, though, so he might be able to overtake Simmet for P3 position. Safety car giving us a little bit more battles now that field was stacked up again. Silver Bullet was able to catch up after making those 2 mistakes in the beginning where he spun his car. Silver Bullet trying to look for the inside of Simmet here. Not able to make a move just quite yet. Probably going to wait till the penalty line here. Natty is just driving away with this one once more. The last race, he was the race leader, serving that 0.5 second penalty. Natty has won the last race that we did, round 4, at... I can't even remember what track it was. Natty is your race winner from the round 4 of the Cash Cup. He is only... I think he drops up. He was in the top 5 of the drivers, but not a lot for 2 races. He's really showing us what he can do. I think he's part of another league, more of a pro league than what we are. We just started up. We're still new drivers. Most of us are still learning the physics of the game. Silver Bullet overtakes Simmet, leading Simmet down into the chicane now. BMW versus Lamborghini, Double Dogs versus Yeet. Silver Bullet keeping a fairly good line through there, shredding his soft tires. Simmet also trying to... Simmet might be able to make a pass here into the slipstream of Silver Bullet. He's going to look to the inside here, maybe not, maybe so. Silver Bullet breaking a little bit early there. Simmet looking at the rear end of Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet trying to play defense here on the inside line. Slowing down Simmet just a little bit. Looks like Natty's going to have to serve a penalty again. Silver Bullet going wide. Simmet looking to the inside of Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet's going to have less speed than Simmet out of the corner. but he's going to have this inside line on this right here. He's going to overshoot it a little bit, go a little bit of contact between Silver and Simmet. Down into the long left-hander here. Silver Bullet's going to have a 0.5 second penalty. On the outside of the track, right outside of track limits, Simmet has overtaken Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet hitting the curb once more. Up to 1 second penalty here. Shredded. He's really shredded his tires. Simmet still leading a little bit of a fishtail there. A lot of these drivers have really shredded these soft tires. Simmet now has his right blinker on. I'm not sure why he's got that on. Silver Bullet's going to serve that 1 second penalty and drop down quite a bit. Natty is still leading the field with a pretty big gap. The number 48 car for the LSU racing team going to lead it all the way through that lap up to the front straightaway. Setting the fastest lap on his 6th lap, he set the fastest lap, a 2:17, and I think he was on medium tires. I'm not sure. No, he was on soft tires during his 6th lap. Setting the fastest lap and becoming the race leader now. He's not going to be able to get enough points to win the championship, but he might be able to win the race itself and get some sort of payout for his victory here. Let's see if Natty can hold on to this race. The lead here, his tires are really shredded. Mediums, I think he switched within the first 4 or 5 laps maybe. He's used these mediums for about 10 laps now. Almost, we have 2 laps to go. We're on 14 out of 15. Simmet has now pulled away from Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet's going to have to try to defend from Vosey. Vosey is one of our faster drivers here. Vosey's tracking down Silver Bullet, really closing the gap on him. And we're going to go back to full throttle for the last time in this race. Coming up to the final straightaway of the race, Natty's tires are really worn on the racing mediums. Simmet, his back 2 tires are almost completely gone. Losing traction of the car there, you can see that he's all over the road here. He's got his hazards on as to let the other drivers know, hey man, my tires aren't really doing well right now. Into the braking zone right here. Almost losing his back right tire and left tire. Vosey is now up to 3rd place, Silver Bullet in 4th. Can Simmet hold on to this car? Those tires are not looking good up into the very elongate. Oh, he spins it up the track. He goes into the wall. We won't have a safety car. Simmet hits the wall on the final lap, unable to get a safety car going. His back left tire looks like it's been completely diluted, and his back right looks like it's about to be the same. A little bit of damage on the rear and the right tire, and both right tires a little bit damaged there. Simmet has no back tires now. His back tires are completely diluted and completely gone. Can't even keep control of his car no more. Just spinning through the field here. He might be out of the race for this. He might have to crawl his way back to the end of the race. Back up to Eric's Natty. Natty is now on the backside of the track. Natty's still leading the field. Looks like he's got a maybe 5-6 second penalty, or 5 or 6 second lead on Vosey. Vosey has overtaken Silver Bullet, and Vosey's now up into P2. Silver Bullet, after the wreck with Simmet now dropped down to 6th place. Silver Bullet's going to have a P3 position. His tires are almost gone as well. Look at that front left tire and the front right tire almost completely diluted. His 2 rear tires are almost there as well. He's going to have to try to take it really slow right here. Natty's coming up to the start and finish line now for the final time. Can he get this checkered flag? It looks like he might. There's a big gap between him, 2nd place, and 3rd place. Down into the final chicane. Natty driving it home for the LSU racing team for his 2nd race of the season. He's going to win the championship race, and he's going to have that extra $20 bonus. Vosey's going to come up here in 2nd place. Vosey finishing it off in P2 for the season. Vosey's actually going to get enough points to where he's going to be able to hold on to 1st place during the season. Silver Bullet's going to finish in 3rd place, keeping him in 2nd. Nazo is going to pull up to the very final chicane in P4. Nazo finishing the race in P4. Moving up on the leaderboard just a little bit for the season. Briss is going to finish in P5, also moving up a little bit. And Simmet is just drifting it back here. No rear tires left at all, and a 0.5 second penalty. I don't think he's going to make it to the end of the track before the race is over here. He does not have enough traction, only able to go about 40-50 miles an hour during this on the corners. No control at all. It's a good thing he has enough points in the season. He's still going to finish 3rd place in the season for points. After that race, your race winner was Eric's Natty for his 2nd time in the series for a race win. That is 2 wins in a row. He won round 4 and he won the championship here at round 5. So your results for this race and your season. So Eric's Natty wins this race. So Vosey is in 1st place with 86 points to win the championship title. Vosey is the 2024 season champion. Silver Bullet's in 2nd with 76 points. Simmet Juh in 3rd with 54 points. Eric's Natty is in 4th with 50 points. Katusa is in 5th with 46. Harrison's in 6th with 25. Briss is in 7th with 24. Nazo's in 8th with 16. Seflim's in 9 with 13. Rez is in 10th with 10. Cocaron is in 11th with 8. And Andre is in 12th with 6. 125 is in 13th with 2. Those are your final standings for the 2024 season in the GT3 cars. I will see you guys the next time we have a season. Next one is the Mazda Roadsters. Remember, I'm putting the link in the description if you guys want to join that. Just let me know. And you guys have a good one.